Hi, I would like to share with you Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. We're now on Chapter 8, and now let's start with the reading. Author's note. Hello, friends. Things have finally calmed down a bit here at Fort Parsons, and I'm so excited to share with you all another new chapter. One thing I would like to talk about, though, many people have been calling me a misogynist. That means woman hater. Friends, I do not hate women. I am a woman. Now, what is it I have done to have people call me this? Well, apparently, it is saying that women are loving and nurturing and good. Right, how hateful. I'm just a big old mean bigot, huh? Wait, wrong. That is not a bigoted thing to say at all. Now, it is certainly true that what is written in the Bible about women was used as an excuse to to actually be hateful to women, and that is terrible. And there are some people out there who think that all women are stupid or less than men. Friends, that is not what I believe at all. I believe that women have special gifts that are no less than men. In fact, I think that if womanly virtues were respected more, the world would be a much better place to live. And any of those so-called Christians who hate women and think women are stupid and worthless than men and that God doesn't respect us, well, they will all get a very serious talking to from a certain housewife. Now, does that sound misogynistic to you? Harry Potter walked nervously over to the table of Mr. Snape. The other little ones, wearing red and yellow hats, did the same. Mr. Snape silently stood by, and he motioned with his head for the boys and girls to follow him, and he sauntered out of the great hall. He led them into a small classroom with a few desks in it. He silently motioned for the little ones to sit down at the desks. They did. He stood up at the blackboard in front of them. "Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles," greeted the older but still handsome in a dignified, rugged way amicably. The little ones all sat in respectful attention. "So, you have all chosen the Gryffindor hat?" Mr. Snape queried, and he raised his eyebrow. "Yes, Mr. Snape," chorused all the students together. "Well," Mr. Snape said, and he drew his tall, strapping form up to its full, impressive height. "I would like to say that your choosing will make you happy, or that your lives will be easy. But I will not lie. There are dark forces in this world, and they do not like Christians. And when I say Christians, I mean Gryffindor hats. They love the Hufflepuff hats because the Hufflepuff hats believe everything these people say and slap the label Christian onto that philosophy. And so the Hufflepuff hats make it easier. The Ravenclaw hats these people claim not to like, but then they pretend that the Ravenclaw hats extremism applies to all Christians, so the Ravenclaw hats help them." Harry frowned confusedly. After the Reverend's acceptance of all the hats, he wondered why Mr. Snape was addressing things so directly. He found Mr. Snape's honesty refreshing, but he also wondered, was the honesty also combined with the hate for others that he had seen in Draco's hat? He thought the other hats were wrong, but he did not want Mr. Snape to hate them for being wrong. He wanted to help them. And then, of course, it's the Slytherin hats. The Slytherin hats will tell you we are all on the same side because they agree with Gryffindor hats on some things. But do not be fooled. Their leader is working with Voldemort. A shocked, horrified gasp echoed throughout the classroom. Harry slapped his hands over his mouth in an attempt to contain his horror, but he was still shocked. His new friend not only worshipped a goddess, but he was also now in cahoots with Voldemort. The little ones all gasped again. This time they were even more horrified. From the back of the room, a clean-cut, respectably dressed young boy raised his hand. "But what about the Constitution?" Dean Thomas questioned articulately. "Doesn't he care about the First Amendment?" Mr. Snape shook his head sadly. "I'm afraid not. and Voldemort is working through him and using them all. Before long, all our freedoms will be gone. Dean Thomas raised his hand again and queried coherently, "But why does Voldemort hate Christians so much?" "No one knows," Mr. Snape responded tentatively. "However, he is on the move, and he is gaining power, and we, Gryffindor has, may be the only ones capable of stopping him." Harry was nervous, but he clenched his fist determinedly. He was scared, but he was ready to face this evil. Author's note: blessings. And that's a pretty short chapter. I mean, I mean, here we have Snape. That I mean, not Severus Snape from the books, but Greg Snape, as we're going to find out from reading more chapters, because her Grace Ann's writing teacher is also named Greg, and she's just she has a thing. She has a thing with men with hairy chests. I mean, it's like trying to insert her little fantasy into the into what's supposed to be a children's book. I mean, don't anyone remember Potiphar's wife from the book of Genesis? How Potiphar's wife was looking at Joseph and making advances to him and say, "Come, lie with me. Nobody will know about it." But Joseph is like, say, maybe nobody in this house will know, but God will know. And I mean, how can I I mean, your husband has prohibited me from nothing but you, since you are his wife. How can I do this great? How can I do this thing and sin against God? And just like, and then one time when Joseph was alone in the house and just and Potiphar's wife grabbed him by the skirt and says, "Come, lie with me," and then he runs out of the house buck naked and is like just and she's like I gotta find a way out of this, and she's like screamed, "Ah!" He said, "This Hebrew slave that my husband brought in, he tried to mock me and to make sport with me, but when I cried out, he left his skirt behind." And it just yeah, we're gonna find out later on that Grace Ann Parsons isn't as the faithful housewife that she claims to be. Because it's all gonna end in the 14th chapter. I mean, yeah, that's all there is 14 chapters of this fan fiction story, and hopefully we'll read through all of it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you in this video. So have a good day, and may God bless you.